dark and you can't see them. But Daft Punk with the Gematria of 93 started their group in 93. If you've seen the epilogue video they put out, it's in tribute to the song music video Get Lucky. And in Get Lucky, it's the people dancing in front of the moon, the band playing in front of the sun. In epilogue, the man in gold, which represents the sun in alchemy, blows up the man in silver, which represents the moon in alchemy. And when I saw this, when I watched the video, I said, oh my God. I said, there's a lunar eclipse coming up. This is something about the lunar eclipse. Let me see how many days away that is from the music video. And it was just like that. I said, look at that, man. It's May 26th, and it's 93 days after the music video by Daft Punk with this sun-moon symbolism. It's 93 days after it came out. Their name is 93. They started in 93. The whole music video is about the moon and the sun. And then the sun man walks off into the sun after he blows up the moon man. And again, it's trippy that it's in tribute to the song Get Lucky because the band plays from the sun, the people dance in front of the moon, like the people are dancing to the music of the sun cult, which is the illuminated ones, which is the symbol from the music video, the eye in the pyramid from the dollar bill, gold and silver, money. All of this is right here. They broke up after 28 years. Silver traded at $28 that day. It's the 28-day month, February, that they broke up in, and the oldest member, his birthday is 2/8, February 8th. He just turned 47, like Time, France are 47. Around the World, that song came out on April 7th, their breakout song, 4/7. Again, Daft Punk, Around the World. Song came out 4/7, right? The word time has Gematria 47, and in Jewish Gematria it's 144, and in the song Around the World they say around the world 144 times. Sun cult, earth, sun, around the world. I mean, this isn't hard to understand. But the song that came out on 4/7, where they say it 144 times, where for 7 straight years, well, I think I learned about Jewish Gematria after about a year into the study, so I've probably been talking about Jewish Gematria for 6.5 years now. A long time. And I've been talking about this 47, 144 thing in different rituals with time, throughout time. So again, this is nothing new. If you've read my books, you know all about this. Again, the tropics of the Earth are 47 degrees apart. There's 1,440 minutes in a day. Square root of 144 is 12. 12 months, 12 hours in the morning, the evening. Again, these numbers are specific to time. And again, who gave us the language in the calendar that synced up with the sun? The Jesuits, who put their fingerprints all over the new Daft Punk music video. And this first song is 7 minutes and 9 seconds in length. 709, like Society of Jesus, Knights Templar, and Christianity are 79, and they signed with Virgin Records, 79. But, hold on. I can't take that call. But it was buzzing and annoying me. Okay, so anyway, Daft Punk just did this huge time ritual with the upcoming lunar eclipse. While there's all this funny business going on with money and markets and crypto and runs on silver. Again, all this stuff is symbolic, you guys. The Illuminati, the illuminated ones, controlling governments, media, entertainment, the things that control the mind's eye of the masses, doing it in a way that is just so full of mockery and symbolism that they expect people not to see, and for the most part they don't. And that's why people like Manly P. Hall, wrote their books and explained, like, if people are blind to symbols, they don't really know what's going on in this world. It's all in front of their face, but they don't get it. Manly P. Hall, thanks to his book, that's where I learned about Gematria. And again, just on the dollar bill, the all-seeing eye inside the pyramid, just like how they're doing here in the video. Gold, silver, money, the moon blows up. There's 2 different ways to interpret that. It's like one, silver blows up and its price goes crazy. Or is it like something about just like destroying the money? This is in tribute to the song Get Lucky. And that song begins with the lyrics, "It's like the legend of the phoenix, which rises from the ashes," like how Silverman in the video turns to ashes. And again, the Get Ready for a One World Currency cover from The Economist from 1988, 33 years ago, with the phoenix on the cover. Came out on 9/1 because Phoenix is 91. Phoenix represents order out of chaos, destroying something, bringing something new out of it. But remember, just for more tributes, there's a lot of things about this, but in the video it shows the timer on his back ticked down to 56 seconds. That number, 56. And they won the 56th Grammys for Best Album. They won a lot of awards at the 56th Grammys. But they won Best Album, and the hit song was Get Lucky. Again, the Jesuits. So, and then he walks off into the sun, which literally looks like an all-seeing eye, right? The way it is. Looks like the eye, the way they have the sun in the video. And again, all-seeing eye, 56. Eye, 35. Catholic, 35. You know, the eye is the sun. Their logo, the sun. And again, this group's from Paris, France, the home of the Jesuits. Daft Punk is from Paris, France. 56, like Society of Jesus. And yeah, there's even more to it. Again, I'm not going to redo everything, but there's just certain things that I really want you to remember. Because I think this is a powerful example to show people. I mean, how can people not grasp this? And their album with The Weeknd that begins with Starboy and ends with I Feel It Coming. The Weeknd does the first and last songs. Starboy equals 28, like how they broke up after 28 years, and the month again with 28 days when the oldest member is born on February 8th, 28, and then he turned 47 this year, like how their first hit song came out on 4/7, and Time in France are 47. But from when that album came out to when they quit was 54 months and 1 day later. So pretty damn close to exactly 54 months. And again, Sun in Jesuit order, 54. Tiger Woods, 54 forwards backwards. The big news story on the 54th day of the year. On his 56th day of his age. Again, just the same old patterns. But, and again, all roads lead to Rome. Gold and silver, that's on the Vatican flag and the keys. The keys are gold and silver. Who controls the money? You ever think about how in this nation, like churches don't have to pay taxes, governments collect taxes? If you can't get them in the church, you know, get them with the tax or get them with both, double up. That's really what they're doing with most of us. But again, that Economist cover, January 9th, 88, 33 years before 2021. Bitcoin hits its record high, 33 by the numbers at the beginning of the year. The day it did, January 2nd, we were able to predict it would be worth between 45 and 50K by Valentine's Day, which was dead on. It was worth 48K. But again, all this stuff is connected, you guys. Bitcoin is Jesuit coin. The Economist is a Jesuit publication. The Economist in the most pure cipher. The Economist is 56. Got that 56, just like Society of Jesus. You know. Just like all-seeing eye, like what's on the money. And look what's on the top of that phoenix. You got the fleur-de-lis, the Catholic symbol. I mean, could it be any more obvious, you guys? And again, it's like the legend of the phoenix. The people playing in front of the sun, the people dancing in front of the moon. Gold and silver. Gold, sun, silver, moon, alchemy. So they're foreshadowing that we already know this, that big things have been on the horizon. We've been saying this is going to be a really curious moment in time. It's been more than curious. And yeah, if we don't stop the agendas that are being waged against us, it's just going to make the quality of life worse for all. You know how I was just talking about 79 with Daft Punk's first song? Their first song that's 709 in length, Around the World. 709 and numerology, 0 in the middle of a number doesn't mean anything, so it's like 79. Society of Jesus, 79. They have the Templar cross in their logo. The Knights Templar, the Society of Jesus, both serve the Catholic Church. They're both 79, like Christianity, like Virgin. And isn't that an interesting concept? The whole Christianity and Virgin thing. Here's what's wrong with this world. You know how there's like so many unsolved murders of like young women, and just like a lot of times you'll hear the story on the news like it's the last girl that you would have ever expected for something like this to happen to, because you know she wasn't really into the boys yet. She was just so, you know, just like clean cut and essentially square, but just like, you know, sweet and innocent. But then somehow someone's like, yeah, she didn't come home from school. And it was really strange because, you know, it's just not like her to be out or disappear. And, you know, a week later they got the story about how her body's found and stuff. I started to think more about this just in terms of how ritualistic the people are that rule over us, that rule from the shadows and mock us every day. And again, if you guys are new here, the entire medical and hospital system is controlled by essentially the Jesuits and the Knights Templar, Skull and Bones out of Yale, which has so much influence over the nation's hospitals, including the Johns Hopkins, who's giving us all the numbers on the pandemic and who simulated it at Event 201. But if you look into the history of hospitals, you will see that there's a major connection to Yale and Skull and Bones, which is a Knights Templar related organization. And again, the Jesuits and the Templars are pretty much the same thing. But I was just thinking about, what if, literally, young virgins are being targeted, and who'd be aware of this knowledge? Doctors, right? Doctors would know for sure, if a girl's 16 or 17 and a virgin. Well, likely, just because they have the conversation and maybe they do. I don't know when all that gynecology checkup stuff starts, honestly, but I'm just thinking of who would have that information, and I'm telling you, something very sick is going on with hospitals and doctors and this network. This is how you could target certain people. If you need a virgin for a ritual, and that's these people believe in all this witchcraft. How many times have they shown us in the movie how you got to get the virgin on the night of the full moon? But I just started to think about this, and even the Gematria in it, because remember, the word murder is also 79 like virgin. Agatha Christie's stories about killing by the numbers is called the ABC murders. ABC murders has that 56 and 79, just like Society of Jesus, just like murder is 79. And again, the movie poster, Murder by Numbers, we usually talk about the 3 and 8 coded into the poster because murder is 38 and 83, but in the most simple cipher, it's 79, and the orange numbers around it, again, are 79. And I'm just thinking about, okay, these people have all these beliefs, all these rituals, all this stuff that you got to do for their occult magic. What if that's really going on, you guys? What if, the wrong girl reveals to the wrong... Or, now that I think about it, I guess they wouldn't have to reveal to their doctor. All this shit's, going in medical files and notes. What if there, really is some creep that's in a hospital in a network and he's trying to figure out which girl's in the right age or the virgin that they can target for their murder ritual that year? I don't think this stuff is too far off, you guys. I think this is something like what's going on, man. I noticed I didn't like the doctor's office when I was a kid, too. My doctor was a real creep. And again, I just noticed that they seemed like they were full of shit. I noticed if I took their medicine, I didn't get healthier any faster. I'd always tell my mom, what's even the point of going there? Medicine doesn't do nothing. I'm just going to rest up and get better. You actually have a problem. You go in there, they can't even figure it out. Oh, I don't know. Want to try this drug? We just got this one shipped in from Pfizer. No, thank you. Again, it's just like a world for... My mom's word would be dingbats. It's a world for dingbats. But, yeah, lucky mama didn't raise no dingbat. But anyway, about this whole 79 thing, did you see the testimony of Rachel Levine yesterday? Rachel Levine, one of these people whose birthday I just can't find. You know who Rachel Levine is, right? Formerly Richard Levine, now Rachel Levine. Recently became transgender. Now they're the, what's their position again? Biden selects transgender doctor Rachel Levine, formerly Richard Levine. And that's the other thing that bothers me, is people are flagging videos for what they call dead naming. In transgender culture, it's very cruel to mention the former name. It's like, what? So what, your life didn't matter before? You didn't have just all part of this silly world that we're living in, where if you don't conform to it, there's something wrong with you. You better get on some meds. Here, Pfizer's got a med for that, too. It's like they want us all just numb and drooling out of our mouth, waiting for the next $600 check to come in the mail. But, transgender, Joe Biden, Equality Act, right? And as we'll get to, Marie Newman, the big star so far. Marie Newman, the big star of the Transgender Equality Act. You see how Marie Newman's 53 and 64? You know who she is, right? She's the big star. She fought that new CIA conspiracy theorist plant, Marjorie, who takes on the students at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas. But transgender, Marie Newman. transgender, Marie Newman. You see it? 5364. See how nice it is? How it doesn't even change? You guys heard that story, right? About how Marjorie Taylor Greene put up the anti-transgender message the day of the Equality Act across from Marie Newman's door. Marie Newman, whose child apparently is transgender, because politicians, they're always so honest. They wouldn't do anything for a buck. But, yeah, you know, America, don't even worry about us bombing brown people overseas. Lady Gaga's dogs are missing and the Equality Act's here. And, you know, if you're sweating the thought of your little girl being in a bathroom where a man might go in there with ill intentions because of the Equality Act to do something to your daughter, well, don't even worry about that, because Chris Cuomo said that's essentially like being in QAnon, is having thoughts like that. Those are wacko, kooky ideas that anybody would do that in a society full of pedophiles and rapists and group homes full of raped and abused children. These things don't happen anywhere, apparently. They're all just right there with the QAnon conspiracy theories. Okay, and again, just to remind people about this going down on the 56th day of the year, the Society of Jesus is pretty much the entity behind the Church of Satan. And they are. They control the world of mainstream religion, and Church of Satan is becoming more and more mainstream. But again, the symbol for the Church of Satan is the Baphomet, which is male and female. So